Legends and lore, Bigfoot, cryptids, elementals, otherworldly beings, other dimensional beings. We've poked a stick down several rabbit holes out here over the year.
They're all connected.
Yeah, everything ties together, and it's intrinsically woven into the fabric of everything that we touch and everything that exists. Welcome back to Arkansas Bigfoot, everybody. Glad to see you out here with us on this chilly afternoon. Might not be able to see it in the camera, but we've got a little bit of snow coming down. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Glad to have it. Like to see about 2 inches cover the ground out here, so we can find some more noticeable tracks to show everybody. Legends and lore, Bigfoot, cryptids, elementals, otherworldly beings, other dimensional beings. We've poked a stick down several rabbit holes out here over the year.
They're all connected.
Yeah, everything ties together, and it's intrinsically woven into the fabric of everything that we touch and everything that exists. And we have just barely made it down the rabbit hole with a lot of this stuff, and we're reaching our end of the year and changing up gears and looking for more, and we're gonna probably be delving down deeper into some of these topics. See the toes up there in the front.
It's a young one.
Had a couple people ask after we posted the light of day video, light of day. I guess it'll work either way that you say it, but wondered if we had skipped bringing the treat bucket out here for the big guys, and no, we didn't. We came out early that morning and made a quick run delivery of it and got them all situated, and we're going to do it again today before this cold really sets in tonight, and
These guys are always first priority.
Get them fed up.
Yeah.
Let's get on up there and get it taken care of. But a lot of the things that we're going to expand on are inclusive of some of the things we've already touched on over this last year. Get a little more in depth on a lot of the elementals and maybe some of the roles that they have to play in some of these missing cases that we hear constantly about. Gonna delve a little deeper into ancestries and origins and how all this stuff ties together.
I'd be pretty sure that a lot of people that, even if they're willing to explore the idea of Sasquatch, still might struggle with the idea of elementals. But truthfully,
when we've mentioned that topic before, a lot of people say, well, that's something that is isolated to Ireland or Scotland or Britain or, Central Europe or something like that. And
that's the core of it.
That's the core of it. But a lot of these things attach themselves to bloodlines, to families. And if a family migrates or a portion of that family migrates, a lot of these energies and elementals will travel with them.
Yeah.
There is, just like there's so many vast types of people in the United States now, there's a vast number of all of these different elements and energies that have traveled along with them from all over the globe. Not just Europe, but Asia and everywhere else.
I think their role is a little different than it originally was. But still important. I believe even the Polynesian islands and Native American traditions support some of these same storylines, maybe by different names,
And make no mistake, there were plenty of things here before people started settling this continent from other places.
Oh, yeah.
So there's an entire laundry list of other types of energies and creatures that existed here long before we transplanted ones from other parts of the world. So that's going to be on our agenda over the next several months, is incorporating more of that type of information into these videos and connecting more dots and more links to draw the bigger picture of all of it.
Yeah. I think it's been a step-by-step process for us and our viewers. Spirit can't, universe can't throw it all on you at one time. It's a work in progress. There might be a few minds that can handle it all at once, but I wouldn't say it was the majority. And if we get too much at one time,
your head will explode. It's just too much to really absorb and make sense of all at one time. One step at a time and one bite at a time.
and you miss pieces, the value, valuable parts of that information if you get too much at one time. What the heck am I seeing?
Way too much information all at once. It's kind of like the stories you hear about people that have been, mediocre means, and all of a sudden they hit the lottery and they've got millions of dollars at their disposal, and then within a year or 2 years they're flat broke and worse off than they were before because they just couldn't handle the overwhelmingness of it.
Or the mindset that they had before they hit it.
The only thing I could add to that was it would definitely be fun to try anyway.
Right? I think we'd all stand in line for that test.
I want to give a shout out to Joyce Eddy today. She sent a box of Christmas treats for all the big guys out here, and we've had brought some the other day, but we've got more of it with us now. Just all kinds of stuff. I'll remember more of it when we crack the bucket open to get up here, but
yeah, we thank everybody for their generosity. It's really helped us keep the channel going and keep everything in line, which is not quite as easy as falling off of a log sometimes, but
no,
we're getting there.
There's a few baggies laying around. Not as bad as I thought it might be. They've been doing a lot better cleaning their stuff up. Sardine can out there and a couple of bags over there.
The rock's clean over here on this side.
Yeah.
It's a pretty heavy rock too.
Alright, we're going to pause this for just a second and get set up, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we have got it going on for them, thanks to Joyce today. Start up here at the top. I've got a little bag of those fire fries, and the bag behind it has got cinnamon rolls and snack bars, cheese crackers, Slim Jims in it. We put some dates and some marshmallows in there. It's got several other little treats in that. Of course, there's their popcorn, cereal bags, some bananas, some Cheerios. The apples and peanut butter are hiding up here in the side of the tree. Another special treat for them that Joyce sent were some smoked oysters, fruit cups, and some more sardines. So appreciate that, and I know that they definitely will too. Wanted to show this bag real quick that we picked up off the ground, how it was split and torn. And it's just almost like a clean cut. Never seen a raccoon tear open a bag like that. You ready to get on up there? the other place I wanted to check out while we were walking back was where you found that little Chewbacca doll, to see if it's still there. We'll walk around it this way instead of trying to dig through all that brush. Still there. You can see it from back here.
Yep. Can's knocked over again. I don't know if they play with the can because it's shiny.
I think they try to dig some of that burnt molasses out of the bottom of it.
Yeah, because I had the peanut butter cup inside of it.
That's probably what that, well,
Might see feet.
I started to say that may be what that stick was for, digging around in that, but that's a Y.
Yeah. How cool. And by the size of the Y, I would say it's one of the twins.
Well, we
It's
kind of
probably
suspected
Lily.
it was Lily.
Kind of a flat spot over
Yeah.
here.
Well, you can see where heels have been dug into the mud right there, kind of kicking out.
That's kind of hard to see, but there's actually a whole foot there. It's just, there's a stick in it.
And the trackway is running off through that.
Yeah.
You want to follow it for a minute or go on back to the other tree?
We can go back here and see what we see.
I'm going to try to get the camera low to the ground so they can maybe see the
Indentations.
I don't know if it'll pick up right or not. But you can see the whole indentation.
Here's one here. There's some toes up here, and it comes in and like so. A bigger one behind her, so I think it was.
Well, if they're headed back this way, Junior may have been with her, because that goes back into his little area.
His cubby.
Let's get on back there and get that tree fixed up, because it's starting to get pretty chilly now.
Well, hopefully our little bit of snow doesn't turn to a little bit of ice. Which I'm fine with if I'm able to be inside, I guess. But hate driving on it.
Well, there's some of your lichens.
Sure are. You'd think they'd be done by now with the cold.
You would think, but go on up around.
More, I really watch for more.
I barely hear that one back there in the back. We'll probably have to work our way around the right side of that. But you guys let us know some of the specific things you'd like to research or dig a little deeper into.
It's kind of a sky's the limit environment with these guys, and
For some reason, last night I kept thinking about the lost tribes of Dan, and that was something I wanted to research a little bit deeper, and maybe how that possibly ties into the early Celtic history, the Tuatha De Danann, and some of that, and
so much has been buried.
Buried, or misconstrued, or twisted around to serve somebody else's agenda or purpose. It's all still out there if you can dig deep enough and read between the lines and pick out the little gemstones between the malarkey. Hold up right there. That's what I thought I just saw. It was one of them move past that fallen log in the back. I saw something move across that. Yeah, I'm not seeing it now.
Never far, never far.
Alright, you go ahead and start with that, and I'm going to stand over here and watch the brush. And you get it?
Yeah.
It's your favorite thing in the whole wide world.
My hands are numb.
Yeah.
Mediterranean style. You're gonna spoil me even worse. Yummy.
Alright, so pretty much the same setup here.
Yeah.
You do for one, you gotta do for all, just like kids.
Yes, yes. There's only 2 bags. I do not know where they're carrying it off to.
They're all, I guarantee, they're all
From
buried
Skunk
back behind Skunk Island back there.
maybe we can go on an adventure looking for it all.
Alright, well, let's go over there and bang the dinner bell and find one of those pocket hand warmers. Well, that's just pleasant. What'd you say? Anything else tore up? Probably been out here banging on them, playing with them.
Probably calling us to bring them snacks.
No kidding.
It's cold. There you go.
Yeah, there he is.
Probably who we saw darting around back there.
I know the bucket's coming. Alright guys, come on up here. I'm seeing a new asterisk over there that I didn't notice before. Or at least that's what it looked like from where I was standing. Maybe not. May just be the way that's leaned into there, but it looked odd to me from by the rocks.
Yeah, there's kind of a triangle worked into the bottom of it, and it might be something.
Well, no, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know, now that I'm looking at it,
It is mystery.
yeah.
Kind of unusual in the way that it's.
So got one limb pulled down low, and that's been broke off and carried here and leaned up against it.
Yeah, there's the break.
And that one's broke off and carried in from somewhere else. That's exactly what it is.
Important place. And there's all the butt marks underneath it.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's get on and let them have at it. My fingers have turned blue and I'm ready for a hot cup of coffee.
Yeah, your lips are almost blue.
Alright guys, we appreciate you coming along with us today. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you farther down the trail.
Thank you.